Good morning. This is day 10, and we're leaving our warm shower host, Jessica and Henry's, and there's Jessica over there. And we just had a wonderful visit. Took a day off of the bike. Took a day off of the bike, whatever. Anyway, we went to the Washington Cathedral yesterday and had a great time with that. And it's a beautiful place, and our hosts were so nice and kind and accommodating, and we really appreciate them. And so, Jessica, say hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, all right.
From Bethesda.
Yeah, from Bethesda, Maryland. Yes, and she's going to lead us across town here to where we get on the trail, and then we'll be on our way to just south of Baltimore with our next warm shower. So here we go. So we're on one of the many DC trail systems. Notice how smooth and nice and well marked the bike path is. Absolutely wonderful.
Oh yeah, green light.
Protection for cyclists in College Park, Maryland. What an interesting concept. I wish we had things like this in our town. This is a very uneventful day. We've seen one historical sign, just a lot of traffic and trying to get to Baltimore. We're at a high. It's just kind of like a quick trip. It's pretty nice. Anyway, that's all. So we've arrived just south of Baltimore at Scott and Lydia's house. We rode across some of Washington, D.C. with Jessica, and so it was really hot. It was almost 100 degrees, but we have made it. Their house is nice and cool, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful evening. So there you go. So good morning. It's day 11, and we're leaving Scott and Lydia's house. They were wonderful hosts, and we just had a good night's sleep and wonderful meals. The best chicken I think I've ever had in my life, and a great breakfast. And so there's Scott.
How you doing?
There's Lydia. And Becky.
Still looking good.
Ready to go.
And me, and here we go. Here we are rolling into Baltimore, Maryland. This should be interesting. Just past the football stadium, and there's the baseball stadium, Camden Yards. Well, so it's still morning, but we're going to tell you what happened yesterday. Yesterday we went through Baltimore, Maryland. We stopped at the B&O Museum, and Baltimore's very interesting. The B&O Museum was great. And
saw some historical ships on the bay.
Yeah, we did that too.
Wound our way through Baltimore on some bike, mostly the Jones Falls Trail.
And it was very difficult. It was the most stop and go windy day I think we've ever had, but we made it. Had a good evening. So. Anyway, so we made it. Well, we're leaving the Holiday Inn Express at Cockeysville, Maryland. We're heading down a bike trail soon and across the countryside. No stops today, just getting from one place to another. So had sandwiches last night at a Italian place and not much else. So anyway, we're on our way. Here we go. So we made it to Aberdeen, and we're at a Super 8, and it's super. Had dinner at Applebee's tonight, and it was just fine. And we're here because of the issues with the bridge going across the river. They convinced us that we needed to take the train in the morning to go across the river, which is probably a good thing because you have to be across the river before 9, and we would be at a camp if we weren't here. And we'd be rushing to get across by 9, and it's supposed to be maybe rainy tomorrow morning. So
it's definitely going to be rainy tonight.
Yeah.
So we would have been packing up a wet tent and dressing in the wet rain and everything else. So
it's getting ready to storm here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably all good that we're here in our nice cozy motel. So that's all for tonight. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's day 13, I believe, and we're in Aberdeen, Maryland, getting ready to catch the train to go over the river to Perryville. And then we'll be able to start riding our bikes again as normal. So we're ready to go, I hope. Never done this before. So
this will be quite an experience. We'll see what they want us to do with bags.
yeah. Hopefully they're not train Nazis. So we'll see. Here we are in Newcastle, Delaware. It's a historical district, and some of these buildings are under the authority of the National Park Service. This is the old courthouse, built in 1732. Pretty amazing. Very old. Much older than what we have back in Kansas. Well, it's the last riding day. We're in Newcastle. Yesterday we went to Old Newcastle. So anyway, we're heading to Philly today. Hope to go into Old Town Philly and get a final picture in front of Constitution Hall, meet Amy, hopefully have a cheesesteak along the way. So anyway, anything to add?
Well, stayed at the Travel Inn, nice spacious room, clean, cheap.
Yep. Almost got to see the ocean yesterday. Got to see some ocean liners going up and down the river. It's a giant river. It looks like an ocean. So that ocean birds, things like that. Anyway, so, we're off. So until later. made it to Philadelphia. We're at our warm shower host Amy's house in Philadelphia, and to celebrate the end of our trip, we went to Constitution Hall and took a picture of us and our bikes in front of Constitution Hall and the Liberty Bell. And then we went up the street and ate Philly cheesesteaks, which was on the agenda for the completion of the trip. So we've made it. Now we have to get the 3 miles to the train tomorrow morning, board the train, and we're going to have a roomette, and we're going to take that to Chicago and then get on the Southwest Chief. Hopefully our train gets there in time and makes the connection, and then we'll head to Newton, and somebody will pick us up and take us home. So the bicycle portion of the trip is now over, except for the 3 miles to the station. So until later. So it's the last day in Philadelphia, and we stayed at Amy's house last night. She's one of the warm showers folks we stayed with, and so we're getting ready to head to the train station and ride our train home to Kansas. So hopefully all the trains will be on time. And it's a nice sunny day. Never did get any rain that they forecasted for 4 days in a row. And so, anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Amy was very nice. We enjoyed our visit with her, and we're on our way. Bye. So we're, I think, somewhere in Iowa?
Yes, we're still in Iowa, about a couple hours from Kansas City.
So we're in Iowa. We just went past La Plata, or La Plata, however you say it. And we're on the Chief finally. Had a nice train ride, even though Becky got sick, kind of. It was a pretty windy ride on the last train we were on, the Cardinal, but it was nice being in the roomette. And so we're on our way to Kansas now on the Chief, rolling along here pretty good. We're only 26 minutes late. That's really good for the tram track.
Soon we'll be eating dinner on the diner.
Yeah, we're going to have dinner on the diner. Anyway, that's about it. Kenzie's going to pick us up whenever we get there. So, that's it. Well, we made it back to Newton, so there goes our train. Waiting for granddaughter Kenzie to pick us up. We got a little bit lost, but she's going to be here soon.